Crashing with Friends Podcast.
Welcome to Crashing with Friends Podcast. I'm your host, Jackson Brayman. To my right, Kyle Hobbs. Hey! The one over there in the middle, that's Ryan Jordan! Or William Ryan Jordan.
Yes, that's right. I'm here. What's up?
And then, over there, the best looking guy always on the podcast, Connor Hobbs.
He ain't wrong.
The Ryan Gosling of our time.
Oh my God. Too much, too quick.
It's like a mix of, I don't know, Ryan Gosling and, who else? Dax Shepard.
Okay, I can see that.
And a little bit of Chris Farley. We'll throw that in there.
All right.
A little bit of Jackie Chan.
Sure, yeah.
All right.
Maybe a little bit of Ron Weasley if he was blonde.
Maybe
Blonde
a
Weasley.
little bit of Owen Wilson.
Okay. All right.
Blonde people. All right, well, let's get into it. Connor, how's your week going?
It's good. Kind of slow at work, but aside from that, it was good outside of work. Went and played disc golf by myself, throwing all sidearms, and that was fun for a while. And then caught up to a group and just called it quits. Watched Young Justice, the Mandalorian finale, new episode of Succession. It was all good stuff.
Yeah, new Mando was good.
Still exercising. Started running for the first time this week because it's like actually warm enough to go run and stuff. So like Tuesday I ran a mile, took 8 minutes and 50 seconds. So not very good. And then Thursday I ran a mile and it was 8 minutes, 20 seconds. So I improved by like 30 seconds.
Nice.
So yeah, felt good about that. So by August, I'm thinking I'll be running miles in like 4 minutes, maybe 3 minutes. I'm just joking.
That would be the record.
It's like every time I run, I'm improving by 30 seconds. So I don't know.
Pretty soon, Hussein, he's coming for you. Connor will be saying on your left.
Right? Yeah, I don't see it happening, but yeah, hopefully I can just get down to like 6.5 minutes is the goal, you know. So yeah, we'll see if I get there.
My goal is just be able to run a full mile without like wanting to die at the end, you know?
Yeah, I don't think
fire lungs and stuff.
Yeah,
I used to be able to run a 4.5 minute mile.
But
that was in high school.
Yeah,
that's pretty sweet.
School, so.
I was pretty good in high school.
All I did was run though. That's all I did.
As soon as gym class wasn't a thing, that was pretty much it for the old working out and keeping this body in shape.
Mm-hmm. Fair enough. Yeah. So yeah, it's been a good week. Yeah, I don't think I've really watched any movies or anything like that, but I did watch the new first 2 episodes of Beavis and Butthead season 2.
Yeah, dude.
Did you guys check those out?
Yeah, it was good.
I'll have to check
You watch it
out
yet,
now.
Kyle?
No, huh?
No.
All right.
Yeah.
Won't spoil it then.
Yeah, no
but it's good.
spoilers. Yeah, they're both really good. So yeah, it was a good week. Had a good time by myself.
Rice. Nice. I said rice.
Rice.
I wanted to say nice and then go, Ryan, how are you doing? But I just went rice.
I think you're like subconsciously wanting to talk about the rice crisis in the world right now.
Is there a rice crisis?
Here's the coat.
Yeah, I saw something about how there's going to be like a global shortage of rice. I don't know if you guys saw anything like that, but
Rice is a good thing to eat if you want 1,000 of something.
yeah,
Oh my gosh.
or 1 million.
Good old Mitch Hedberg, man. It was right there.
So you better give a shout out to Mitch.
Rest in peace, Mitch Hedberg. Ryan, how's your day going, man? How's your week going?
I turned 30 on Wednesday. So
You.
yeah, I know.
Shout out.
Joining the rest of us.
Yeah. I kept telling people, I was like, I'll see you on the other side. So
Where are you going to go? Are you going to go with the dirty 30? Or are you going to go with the 30, flirty, and thriving?
that's the dirty 30.
The dirty 30. That's
the
what's
dirty
up.
30. Went and seen The Evil Dead last night.
No spoilers, because we've seen it tonight.
I'm just gonna say it's good, and you will enjoy it if you like the other Evil Deads. That's all I'm gonna say.
Hey, Jackson, you want to let our future selves give a little review of it as well here in a second?
Are you talking about where we just do a little quick cut
Yeah, like right now.
right now?
Right now.
All right. Future selves, what'd you think of that?
I loved it. As many of you know, I'm not the biggest horror fan, but when it comes to like demon possession kind of horror, like that's my wheelhouse right there. That and like ghost kind of stuff, like that's my wheelhouse as far as horror goes. I liked it, not as much as the newer remake that came out.
I think it was 2013. I will double check it just to be sure. Evil Dead. Yeah, 2013 is when it came out.
So that movie I thought was just more hardcore and more like, I don't know, more gore. Maybe they might be pretty much on par for how much gore there was.
To me, it felt more visceral, the 2013 one.
Yeah. This new one got moments where it was pretty visceral, like
Yeah. Also, the 2013 one did have a lot of similarities with the original Evil Dead movie. So that definitely has a soft spot for me, you know, so that's probably might be why I'd be putting this one above it. But this one also is really its own take on Evil Dead. It's like a whole new story, whole new Necronomicon. Like, Necronomicon in this was sick, dude. The Book of the Dead. They didn't even call it the Necronomicon. It was called something different. It was the Book of the Dead, but...
Right. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. I thought the main... the mom that got possessed in the movie, the one that you see in the trailers a lot talking, I thought she was just wicked. The whole movie, I loved her inflection in the voice. I loved the way she portrayed the character. It was just a good acting experience.
Yeah, dude.
I liked what she did with her mouth, the things she was doing with her eyes.
She had a lot of creepy smiles, man.
Yeah, man, and I liked where the story went. I liked seeing how all the members of the family slowly got messed up.
Spoilers, by the way. Big spoilers.
Right, but I mean, if you've seen the trailer, you kind of probably had to realize, a lot of the family members are going to get messed up. But
yeah, but one thing where this movie is different, 2013, it's like set up just like the other Evil Dead. Like, it's got to consume like X amount of souls, in order for it to like rise. And in this one, it's just straight consuming souls, man. It's like, I don't think there's an X number. It's just a nonstop tear. And as you can see from what you saw in the very beginning of the movie, you know that it didn't get contained at that building. So, dude, I hope there's going to be another movie. I hope.
yeah, I have a feeling this movie is going to do pretty well.
Based on that theater that we went to that was pretty full, which...
Well,
Okay.
before we get there,
Finish your review. I want to talk.
as far as if I'm going to give it a score, which we usually do on this podcast, I'm going to go ahead and give it a 9. I liked it that much. You can ask Jackson the whole time. I was just laughing, just giddy with joy. Those movies are more comedy for me. I just the stuff that the demon's saying to the rest of the family is just hilarious, and just the insults she's making, the insults they're making to each other is just hardcore. The demon's just so messed up.
Yeah, it's crazy how that's become like a staple within the Evil Dead. Is just like, oh, they just say fucking crazy stuff to you.
Right. Yeah, man. I really, really like it. I recommend it. It starts off with a bang, it ends with a bang. Yeah, there's just so many gory parts that I was just like, this is crazy to watch, but I'm loving every second of it. There wasn't as many parts in this movie that I was just like, oh my gosh, I can barely watch this. Oh man. There was that first movie, there was a lot of parts where I was like, this is almost too much for me to watch. But this new one, there's a lot of viscerally gory parts, but it wasn't to the point where I was like, I can't watch this or I'm going to throw up. But there was a couple parts where I was like, oh my God.
Yeah, I feel like I don't know, man. Like you said, there's parts like where like, yeah, they really went overboard, but it felt somewhat tame compared to the 2013 one because this one, lots of stabbing. So if that's like your thing with mainly knives, I should say, stabbing with knives. In 2013, you got stabbings with all kinds of different stuff, dude. Yeah, I mean, you had that glass. You
Had the needle part.
The needle part was the worst part, dude. Especially when the guy picks the needle out of his eye. But
Let's get into how your experience was, because I didn't care as much for what was happening, but I could tell it was really affecting you.
okay, Pittsburgh, Kansas theater. What the fuck? Like, first off, there is like no like
Sound dampener.
there's no sound dampener, so the fucking disaster flick or maybe Super Mario movie that was going on next to me was fucking clear as day. Like, it was just it felt like I was trying to watch the movie next to a bass competition the entire fucking flick. And then on top of that, there's a group of teenagers behind us that would talk and whisper the entire movie. But even worse, a group of even younger teenagers or even preteens or something like that who looked like they were in the movie without parental. I didn't see their parents in there. But you thought I was in a movie with like, you thought it felt like I was watching Toy Story again with the toddlers that were just running around the fucking theater. Like, I really wanted to enjoy the movie so much. I know that I would have loved this movie if all of this bullshit was not going on, man.
Right.
Like, everything that was going on around that, yeah. Everything that was going on around me that wasn't happening on the screen and coming through the speakers was destroying the movie for me. That being said, I'm going to agree with you. Or no, wait, you said 9 out of 10?
Yeah.
I would have given the original 2013 remake. I would have given that a 9 out of 10 for sure. I want to give this one an 8.5.
Okay.
Just because I liked the other one more and I gave the other one a 9, so I can't give this one a 9. That's the only reason why. I don't know. I still really enjoyed this one, and I'm going to pay for the next, like I'll go see the next Evil Dead if they make one. I'll go. Listen, there's not very many movies that I'm seeing in theaters these days. I see all the superhero movies. I'm that sorry. People on the internet that get mad at people for only seeing superhero movies in theaters. I'm sorry, I'm one of those guys, but I will go see epic horror movies whenever they arrive. And I will see good action flicks every once in a while.
And like uproarious comedies, just crazy looking comedies. Well, you got any final words for us before we close out this review?
I know you won't echo this sentiment, but fuck Pittsburgh, Kansas theater, dude. Based off every single time I've gone there, it's just been dog shit every experience.
Yeah.
Hey, parents in Pittsburgh, Kansas, fucking control your kids in a theater or don't fucking take them. Okay? Pittsburgh, Kansas, calling you the fuck out. All right, that's my thoughts.
All right.
That's my thoughts.
Okay. Well,
Back to the podcast.
back to the podcast.
Wow.
Nice.
Cool.
Thank you, future selves. All right.
We had a soccer practice yesterday, soccer game yesterday as well, and softball practice as well. So there's a lot of practices and other sports stuff going on. And then I've been dealing with cyanide this week at work, so that's cool. So,
Cyanide.
yeah. Because that's one thing they use for some to get gold and like plate gold.
Oh, okay. I thought you were going to say I've been trying to get it out of that back molar that they installed ever since I started working there.
No, I'm trying to destroy it. So I guess if you have it in a solution, you get in the solution. So right now it's like pellets that I have, and I have to dissolve it, and it goes into water. Just super easy. So then I pretty much boil it down a little bit and then add bleach, and it gets rid of the cyanide. Well, it turns it into cyanate, and then you got to lower pH on it and go down to like with HCl, which is hydrochloric acid, and then it turns it into carbon dioxide and hydrogen.
Has there ever been like a mustard gas situation that's happened where Christopher Walken in a janitor suit had to save you?
No. There was, however, a chlorine incident where like the guy mixed the solution too fast and chlorine just was going crazy and filled up the entire building. He was like army crawling out of the building. It was like he called the guy I work with in the lab, and he's like I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I have to crawl out of here. It's like because it's just hazy everywhere, and he couldn't see. And he's just like, and they looked at the cameras, and you just see him get down. He's like, like, and it like sounds like gunshots because it's like in a glass 100-liter reactor, and it's just popping.
Okay,
sitting pressure.
All right, because I've only seen like chlorine in a pool, so
no, it's chlorine will mess you up. Bad.
I bet.
Yeah. But other than that, I mean, it's been pretty good.
Nice.
Are you like developing like a resistance to any of these chemicals?
I don't know. Maybe I might be immune. Who knows?
Yeah.
But
Eventually, you'll be able to go in there with no mask, like Dale Gribble.
I have to wear like a freaking crazy like mask, like forced air mask. It's nuts. So.
10 more years of that, you just be like, I just breathe cyanide now, man. It's all good.
But yeah, they're like, if you, the guy I talked to about how to do like the procedure, he was like, yeah, if you start smelling anything funny, get the hell out of there. I was like, nice, dude. I'm not going to die instantly or something. He's like, I don't know, maybe, whatever. So, but there was other processes to get rid of it and get the stuff that I want out of it. So who knows what, I mean, I'm almost finished with it now. So
You got an eye washing station?
oh, we got multiple
there?
of those. Yeah.
You ever had to use it?
No. Some guy did though. It wasn't really for getting acid in his eye. It was he wasn't wearing his safety glasses, which is one stupid. And then he was like pulling out a crucible that they melt this like all the metal in, and it ended up like when he set it down, it
shot up.
Piece of it shot up and hit him in the eye.
Ew.
I was like, and you just see him like slapping himself and like on the camera, and we're like, oh my gosh! And then he's like goes over and like starts rinsing his eyes out.
That's gross.
And then it was like all blistered and messed up on the side. It was gross, dude. I was like, good thing that didn't actually hit the inside of your eye because your eye would have been gone. Like you lost it easily. So, yeah, some crazy stuff happens, but you know,
That's real gross.
Did you decide to let your ears grow back together?
well, what I was doing is you have to get them to grow back. You have to, like, if you have gauges, if you don't go too far where they're like irreparable, you just let them shrink as much as they can, and then you put a gauge back in to where they should be, and then you try to size up, and it rips the ear again, and then it heals. It goes smaller. So you just continuously do that until your ear is back to normal.
Whew, I bet that was a fun feeling.
Oh no, it's horrible. Like I like gauges, but the process of getting them is like crazy because I have to get like I usually like use Vaseline or whatever. I was like, you just have to force them through sometimes.
Would you just use like tapers?
Tapers, but the easiest way I found is like if you have a gauge and you can use those silicone ring things and you want to upsize, is literally just fold that up, put it in your ear, and it just stretches it, and you don't have any issue. It doesn't feel as bad as using a taper.
Nice.
So you're not forcing something in; you just push it in there, and it goes whoop, stretches your ear instantly.
I think I'm too old to do it at my age now. I don't like all my life I've wanted gauges.
You're never too old to put piercings in your ears.
Yeah.
I've seen an old dude with like freaking 20 piercings on each ear.
Yeah.
You're not too old for face tats either, Jack. We should get those going.
I don't know.
I know a place that does free face tats. If you want
Free face tats? All right.
I mean, you don't get to choose what you want.
What about?
You get a free face tat. Come on.
I just want Mighty Mouse.
I mean, you know, he's like, I hardly get 2 face tats, but I'll do them.
Sure you don't want a cool dagger? That looks really cool.
I might get the dagger. I'll probably get the Brock Lesnar dagger. You know?
Yeah.
But just
on my face. I'll try to keep it as close to the same size as possible, but
You should get the hilt, going up to your forehead and the blade going down your nose. That'd be really cool.
that would be cool. That would be cool, Kyle.
I think you need a wider bridge for that. It'd be a kind of narrow knife, you'd be rocking like a rapier or something.
I feel like if
needle.
my nose shaped, it would be better off like if I were to put like a like the shark jaws you see on the side of airplanes. I feel like that would be suited for my nose. Turn my nose into a bomber plane.
Oh my god. That's awesome.
Yeah, that would be funny.
Quick question. Thumb. Did you smash your thumb?
Dude. Yes, I smashed my thumb. It sucked. It's been like this for 3 weeks.
It looks gross.
Yeah, and I could finally finally growing out. You see that? I drilled a hole in it, try to relieve the pressure.
Right.
But thank you. Let me caress your
Trying
hand
to
real
not
quick.
laugh at what Kyle's doing. Just like
I'm trying to caress his hand. No, so I smashed it in a car door. That was horrible.
Oh, I've been there. Did you break it?
No, I didn't break my finger. I thought I did. It hurt so bad for like a whole week, and then the next week, walking out into the cold, I was like, "Oh, dude, this sucks." So I kept wearing one glove on this hand because my freaking hand hurt so bad. Mm-hmm. And then it's no longer whelped up. It was whelped up on top, but I can now get behind it. So I think it's just gonna fall off and die. Mm-hmm. I mean, obviously, if it's that bad, I'm pretty sure it's gonna fall off and die.
You just want to rip it off on the video?
It's still connected right here, and I tried and it hurts. So now.
Oh my god!
not yet.
I tried. I can get under there, and there's no feeling on this side, but I get on this side and it sucks.
Oh.
So it's I tried drilling. I took a hot needle and then I tried just pushing it through the top because that's what someone said to do. Because if you relieve the pressure and the blood comes out before it dries up, the nail won't fall off and die. But since the blood goes all over on the underside of the nail, it kills it. Mm-hmm. So apparently that's a thing. So.
Yeah.
And it didn't work?
No, because it was already too late. It was a week after the incident, so I was like, "Ah, dang."
Yeah, too
So I was already dried, and I was like, "Well, this sucks." I put a hole in there for nothing, but I get to see it go from where it started all the way up. That's kind of cool, I guess. It's a little small hole.
little progress bar.
Yeah. It's oh man, it's almost gone. That's what it is. It's a progress bar.
86%.
Eventually, my whole nail will be black, and it'll be all right.
Man. Well, that's disgusting. God, how's your week going?
It's been a good week, man. Just watching a lot of NBA playoffs. That's really all of my nights have been is NBA playoffs every single night.
Mm-hmm.
And then Ryan taking taking Anakin to practice. His birthday.
I'm taking your boys to practice. What?
Yeah. Cohen's too young.
I'm actually really digging this NBA playoffs because it's been a nice little break from Warzone.
Right. Yeah.
I feel like when I go back to it, I'll be rejuvenated a little bit.
Well, I mean, the playoffs have been starting later, but I just haven't been asking just because I didn't want. I could tell you were getting burned out, so I just stopped asking.
Yeah.
Not good.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're starting to get burned out, there's no reason to keep playing. But watch Succession, like Connor said. I also went and saw the Mario movie. That was pretty good.
What would you grade it on a scale of 10?
I'd give it an 8.
8?
Yeah.
All right.
I can see why it's making billions of dollars or $1 billion. I can see why. Yeah, it was good. Jack Black as Bowser was pretty dang funny. Did you see it, Ryan?
I've seen it twice, yeah.
Yeah.
I went the first night, opening night, with a few friends, and then I took my son the next night with just him and I, so we both got to watch it together, and he really enjoyed it. He's like, oh my God. He kept looking at me, talking about it and stuff, but it's a really good movie. I think it's either an 8.5 or a 9 out of 10, easily. There's some things I would dog about it. I mean, if you haven't seen it, I'm not going to spoil that, but overall, I think it's good. The previews don't give Chris Pratt enough credit for playing Mario, but he did a good job.
Right. They do the Mario voice at the beginning of the movie and then explain why. He's not. They explain why he's not doing it.
And it's pretty good.
Right.
I think there's some freaking hilarious parts, and I was dying in some of them. It's so funny.
Right. There were some parts where I was the only one in the theater laughing, and a bunch of kids are just sitting there stone faced watching it, but I'm laughing. There was multiple times where I started laughing.
Then all the like small little like hidden things like that they showed, like just like games from old Nintendo and stuff like that, and like they showed like a thing of like original Mario, which was Jumpman instead, which was kind of cool. Where he's like you're jumping on the thing fighting Donkey Kong or whatever. Mm-hmm. But that was cool. I like that.
Yeah.
Oh, also that number on the thing for their little
Plumber.
plumber business is an actual number you can call.
Yeah, I saw that.
I've seen that. I was listening to Sirius XM and the person talked about it, and then they actually called it on live and it started playing. I was like, oh my gosh, really? Oh, that's freaking cool. Like they actually put a legit number that you can call. And
That's cool.
it's supposed to leave a message apparently. So
That's rad.
That's always fun.
yeah.
But that's all my week has been, Jack.
Nice.
What about your week, man?
Been pretty good so far. Getting close towards the end of my, I can't remember. I don't know what playthrough I'm on as far as this Star Wars Fallen Order game goes, but it's like might be my third time I played it through. I can't remember, but getting pretty close to the end on that. Enjoying F1 22 still. I love me some racing games. Started watching Battlestar Galactica again. You punk.
From the beginning?
Not from the beginning, no.
Just from where you left off?
I'm watching that last bit that I watched, like where the Cylons show up to the planet and they kind of like overtake everyone for a little bit before they escape.
When Gaius Baltar's the president.
Yes, I'm gonna.
On that mud planet that they're living on?
I'm rewatching that part because that's where I left off, but I don't remember a lot of that specific part. But a lot of the stuff that happened before that, I remember that stuff. Like the one thing that really made me mad was like trying to find that specific episode I was on. Mm-hmm. I was like, dude, this is taking forever. But because I also couldn't remember exactly where I left off, so that's why I decided I'm just gonna watch this part again.
Mm-hmm.
So how many episodes do you have left? Like 20 some?
Like 20 something. Yeah.
Because you're about halfway through the show.
Yeah, including the movies or whatever.
Right.
So,
Razor's Edge and yeah.
Also started watching by Connor's recommendation, started watching that what was it called? Brotherhood.
Full Metal Alchemist.
Full Metal Alchemist, Brotherhood.
Yeah.
Digging that. I'm 5 episodes into that. It's pretty good. I saw the fucked up 3rd episode, which is
Chimera stuff.
yeah, got ruined for me because of Top 10 Mojo. I got put on this horror anime kick, and I was like, most fucked up horror movies or animes, and I was like, okay. And I found like a pretty good list, but I'd say the best that I've seen on that list is the Higurashi When They Cry. But I did watch another one this week called The Promised Neverland.
Mm-hmm. That one's really good. Yeah.
Yeah, the only thing that stinks about it is that it feels like you're watching the first Maze Runner movie and then never knowing what happens after that.
Are they not going to do another season of it, or is it just over?
I think it might be over.
Yeah.
I hope they do a second season of it, but yeah, something tells me that it's going to be over because that's just what happens to like every good horror anime that I like. It's like, all right, 1 season and it's done.
If it ever ends like that, you just might as well read it because they still go on with the manga, and the manga is probably still going. It's the best thing to do because they'll go back and actually like read like. There's another one, I guess Tokyo Ghoul is getting a remake, so they're remaking the whole entire series from the first 3 seasons, and that thing was released in like 2014 or 15.
I tried Tokyo Ghoul, but it didn't keep me interested. But I don't know. I might go back and give it a try after I finish.
I just wait for the remake.
Just wait for the remake.
Yeah, it was okay because isn't there like a big like split?
So it goes the first 2 seasons, all right? So you have the first 2, and then ends up like being a huge like just stops. Like he gets Kaneki gets taken, and then you have to watch Tokyo Ghoul Re, which is I guess the association that is the ghoul hunter people have made a little small group of like half ghouls, kind of like what he is,
Right?
And then what he was, and then but they brainwashed him, and now he's supposedly a whole different person, and then he realizes that he's this person with his memories coming back and whatnot, and then ends up like trying to go after the guy that did that to him, and then he kills him and all that kind of stuff. So,
Did you guys hear the Duffer Brothers, the guys who did Stranger Things? You hear they're doing Death Note too?
like a
Really?
live action.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Huh? I didn't hear that. No.
What?
I'm okay with a live action as long
I feel
as
like
it's
it's
like
gonna still be bad.
It can be made well if it's actually like movie quality, or if it's actually a series.
It needs to be.
It could be
series
good.
It has to be a
Probably
series.
going to be a series, and hopefully it just looks better than you know how like anime movies have this weird look to them, like almost like a
Like
weird
CGI.
filter.
It's like a CGI and a filter. Yeah.
Something's weird. Every time the live action versions, I'm always like, man, the coloring is weird on these, and like there's just almost too much white, you know?
Yeah. It's just they're just not, because they do have a live action Death Note, and it's
It's
bad.
awful. Yeah, it just looks
bad.
weird. And then
They
like
have-
Attack on Titan live stuff
Oh my
looks
God, it's horrible.
awful. It's like what is up with this?
Yeah, that's bad. And then they also have Full Metal Alchemist as well. That's live action.
I haven't watched that one.
It's better than the other two.
It's better than the other two.
All of it looks so bad that I never watched any of those movies.
Yeah, I was like, man, I'll watch it. See, and I was like, oh man, I'm disappointed. But
That Bleach movie looks so bad.
yeah, it's bad. All of the live action anime movies are just bad. Just don't watch them.
Yeah, pretty much.
Unless they, I mean, this could be good, because they can make it good. They just don't have the funding to back them, I guess, to make have the actual like animations and all that stuff made to make it look more realistic. Because Stranger Things is all their CGI stuff's freaking awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can't say that does not look real to you. I mean, like when you get into the later seasons. I mean, if you go back and watch the first season and you see the Demogorgon, you're like, oh, it's kind of like not real. But then if you go to the further one, like the most recent, you're like, oh shit, yeah, it looks real. Like, like that's how good they do it, and like they have money and funding.
That's a budget for you.
Yeah, and they don't do that with those movies. So,
But like I don't know, there's like a lot of really good like CGI, like cartoon Japanese anime movies that are out there, you know. I don't know, Gantz Zero is one that I like to watch.
I've got Gantz Zero like on my watch list.
Yeah. If you're into that movie, there's like a whole Gantz like manga, and there's a TV show that is like accurate up until like the 20th episode, and then they just like they introduce two characters to end the show. But like if you read the manga, it's like a really great like sci-fi story about aliens invading and stuff.
nice.
I'll check that
I
out.
highly recommend it. You get to see some boobies.
Ooh, nice. Anime movies.
Manga boobies.
Yeah.
You do like racing, so if you like racing, there's a racing anime that I like a lot, and I've watched like 3 times. It's called Initial D. It's old, but it's really good.
That also has a live remake.
I have not seen the live remake, so I don't know. It could be
I
good.
have seen that one.
Is it good or bad?
No, it's not good.
Well, watch the original anime. It's great.
I've been meaning to
It was-
watch that one.
It's so good. Like there's like 6 seasons, and then they get into like some CGI stuff, and it's kind of meh, but it's still good. Like the main guy is like undefeated. Like, he can't be beat somehow. It's crazy.
DK.
What kind of animation style does it have? Is it like
It's-
Mobile Suit Gundam, like from old, like that kind of anime, like the old like Toei kind of anime from back in the day?
So like
It's old.
So the original one is like actually drawn animation, and then but when they get into like further seasons, like I think it's like season 4, because I think they have 6 seasons. Season 4, and these were like released in like 2012, 13, 14, and the original anime was released in like 2000 something. But it starts to become like berserk CGI. For cars driving and stuff like that. It's not bad. You kind of get the gist of it. Like it's a race. So you're like, okay, that's cool. And then you get to like, it kind of is jarring a little bit because the animation then flips and goes back to like kind of drawn when they're not in cars.
Right,
So it's
because they want to make it more interesting for you to watch a car anime and actually have it.
And I'd rather them do the drawing one like they did before, because it looked so much better. And on top of that, it just lasts longer in shows and stuff. So you can go back and rewatch and you're like, oh, this is drawn, this is good. But then you get to the other stuff and it's CGI and you're like, this is bad.
Yeah.
So
Can't help it.
no, I can't, but whatever.
And that's my week.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right. Let's go ahead and move into some topics here. Kyle, go ahead and get us started.
Well, I don't know if you guys saw, but there's a small town outside of Austin, Texas that is trying to break the Guinness World Record for the most Kyles in one place,
Oh, really?
or the most of one one name in one place. They're trying to break the record, and they're using Kyle as the person. What do you think they're secretly trying to do?
Get rid of you.
They don't want them Kyles, man.
Put all of you in one spot and then, I don't know, close the gates and they're like, all right, get the combine going.
The sinkhole.
Yeah.
The Kyle sinkhole. I'm trying to feel it.
You're going to do it on, is it May 5th is a Cinco de Mayo? Cinco de Mayo.
Oh my gosh.
Sinkhole de Kyle.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there it is. That's the one.
It's all making sense.
What day is that actually on, though? What they're trying to do? Because I seen it, and then I tagged my sister's boyfriend in it because his name's Kyle. So I was like, hey, man, you should go to this because you guys drive through Texas all the time.
Is Monster sponsoring? Monster Energy? Or Red Bull? There's got to be some energy drink, man. I mean, it's got to be an energy drink.
Right.
You
Yeah.
guys, a bunch of Kyles all together?
What kind of drink does Kyle drink anyway?
Monster Energy is
Monster.
the one I always
Yeah.
Monster Energy.
Kyle likes this Sour Patch Kids stuff now, right?
The energy drink that I drink a lot,
Yeah.
that Ghost Sour
Ghosts are
Patch Kids.
good.
Yeah, that stuff is
C4
good.
does one too,
If
and they
you-
have Starburst and Skittles.
I didn't like them, dude.
Didn't?
I tried both of them. The ones I like the most are the orange dreamsicle. Obviously,
yeah, so
it's
good.
the friggin'
It
best,
literally
dude.
is, dude.
It's like the best
Push
orange
pop.
soda. It's like so good, man. Oh, I love it.
This reminds me of childhood with a push pop, dude. Those creams.
Yeah, they're so good. Because I remember that one time you gave me one at work, maybe a year, maybe 2 years ago. It's been so long since we worked together, man.
Yeah.
It's
been almost
time-
2 years, yeah.
Time's going by, so it's probably 3 years ago you gave me one. But at the time, I drank it and I was like, "Wow, this is really good." And then this podcast I listen to every week. This guy's been ranking energy drinks for the last like year, and like top of the list is like Orange Dreamsicle. It's like top 5 for him on this list. There's
It's
like
freaking good.
90 plus on this list he's been ranking.
Damn.
Yeah, that one's it's really good. But like
Yeah.
if I get an energy drink, I'm usually drinking the Dreamsicle.
Right, I drink that one or the yeah.
Yeah.
But this event is going on in Kyle, Texas, which makes sense.
Okay.
Which is about an hour outside of San Antonio, is inviting all people named Kyle to the Kyle Fair Extravaganza on May 19th to the 21st at Lake Kyle Park.
Dude,
That's dope.
Yeah,
you should go.
You gotta go.
You should go.
it takes
And
place
you
on
should dress
May.
up. You should dress up like the worst of the Kyles.
Unfortunately, if Jeff Law, if you're watching, man, I'm so sorry, dude. I did not mean to do this, but that's the day of his fight, Jeff Law's fight. And also, I accidentally bought me and my son tickets to a Cardinals game on that day. So, like,
That's for the Neosho fight.
yeah. So,
You're a bad friend. I'm a good friend. I'm going.
yeah. God, I feel so bad. But hey, it's another thing that Jeff loves, the Cardinals. So maybe he'll give me a pass. But yeah, I can't be there on that day. I might be able to go there on the.
He'll probably
19th,
tell you to.
but
He'll probably tell you to skin a kid to get a foul ball or something.
yeah.
But you better break a kid's arm or something like that getting a foul.
Yeah. Do you think maybe they know that Kyles are talented and they're trying to amass all the talent in the world?
They're trying to, find model talent. That's what you mean. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
They're trying to find out who the tallest Kyle is.
Yeah, they could be doing that.
Oh my god! If they don't have like a the Kyle games.
Yeah, I was just thinking like a log rolling challenge. Like it's like a
We
log.
are here to find out who amongst us is the best Kyle.
It's just MXC all over again, but with Kyle. So
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Wipeout.
yeah,
I can get behind that.
heck yeah, the Kyle edition.
Head to Kylopolis. Joust.
The second thing I had here, can you guys remember the last time that you guys laughed the hardest you've ever laughed? Just the last time that it happened to you guys. Do you guys have a situation in your brain from it?
The second time that we watched 21 Jump Street, and the biker character says, if them boys are cops, then I'm DEA. And then later on, but the second time we watched it, we all of a sudden got the joke, and we both started laughing so hard, but Rachel just kept going, why? She didn't know what the fuck we were laughing at. And because of that, it made me laugh harder. It just kept bouncing off each other, dude. That was probably the last time I laughed insanely hard where I was almost crying.
The last time that I could think of, it mainly happens when we're playing video games super late at night and we start getting the giggles. You know what I'm saying?
I don't get that.
Yeah,
I get the grumps.
and that usually gives me and all of our friends the giggles. But
That's it.
The last time that happened to me, dude, remember that we were doing the Winnie the Pooh thing?
Oh, Christopher. Kept trying to get Chris to get on the chat. He keeps muting himself, and we're just like, oh, Christopher.
Christopher Robin. Oh, bother. Oh, Christopher Robin.
So good, dude.
I've been saving that for freaking the next time we do a impression wars. That's Christopher Robin. Oh, bother.
Oh, that's
There's
awesome,
this guy
dude.
I work with that sounds like Eeyore, and every time he talks to me, I look at my friend and I go, "Oh, Christopher Robin." It usually makes her laugh pretty dang hard. Pooh Bear. Pooh's going
Why
to
did we
get some
start
money.
doing that? Oh, yeah, that Winnie the Pooh horror movie came out.
Oh my gosh.
Pooh Bear.
For the honey.
Christopher Robin. You guys got a situation.
Like most recent or like the funniest you've ever laughed?
The funniest you've ever laughed, if you can think of a situation.
So I don't know why, but I was back in high school and we go to my buddy's house and we're just like watching YouTube videos, just funny videos that are just anything. And this cat comes on and it like cats should just be able to jump over a baby gate that's probably like this high, but it comes up and it just slaps its legs and then just we kept playing it back and forth and like it just stopping. It was it was like as soon as it just flops. I'm like, buddy and I are just laughing our ass off, and that's probably like one of the funniest times I laughed about that, because we just sat there for maybe an hour or two just playing that same video, because we just obviously we're kids and at that point anything's freaking hilarious to you, like. But it was just so funny. I don't know why. I don't know why it was. It was. Yeah. But that's all I got.
Nothing's really coming to mind right now, but if something comes up, I'll let you guys know.
Okay. Let's see here. And Connor, you had 2 topics this week.
Yeah. If you guys feel like you want to talk about them,
Okay.
it's up to you guys.
What's the first one?
Once I pull it up, I'll let you know. All right. So question 1. Would you rather throw any handheld object with pinpoint accuracy within a 50-foot radius, or be able to catch any object with 100% success?
Ooh.
And then what would you do with your choice? How would you use it?
All right, I have one question about the second part, being able to catch anything. Does that mean any weight? Meaning, like, if a jet was coming at me, I could catch it and stop it?
No, it's just anything that you could physically catch. And the same thing with the throwing something. I just put handheld object because you could probably throw anything that you could fit in your hand, you know? But as far as like how far you could throw, it'd be limited to your physical strength and all that.
I like the throw stuff.
But the whole catching anything that's in your radius, that's like, you know, whatever your reach is, if it gets within that reach, it is caught 100% of the time.
Yeah, and I started thinking, I was like, man, I could probably become the highest paid wide receiver if I never drop a ball.
Yeah.
Might get fucked up, but
I mean, why wouldn't you rather be the most highest paid quarterback?
why would...
Well,
You can
Connor
throw
said
anything,
throw any
pinpoint accuracy.
handheld object
Within
with
a-
pinpoint accuracy within a 50-foot radius.
That's a 50-foot radius. That
Oh, yeah.
if
That's
it
not
was
very
yards,
far.
that'd be different.
Yeah, that is true, yeah.
Because you got 3 feet to a yard. So, yeah, you're averaging like maybe 20 to 23 yards.
But damn, you'd be super
Actually, less than
accurate.
that.
You could throw a needle. You could throw a needle through a fly that's in the midair and just stick it to a wall.
Hey,
Bullseye.
babe, you see that fly
Bullseye.
over there?
I got 3 needles.
Yeah, the fly technique always gets them.
I don't know, that's difficult. I mean, like, because they
All right.
both have their upsides and downsides.
So here's what I would choose. I would choose to be able to throw anything with pinpoint accuracy that I could fit in my hand. I'd become a stalker at Walmart, and I'd just show everybody up. I'd be like, oh, you got to get next to the shelf to stock, and I'd just be throwing from across the room. Pop, 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 pop. Just all the cereal, everything. All the bread, just pop, 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 pop.
You know that they would test your ability above 50 feet. You know,
Fuck 'em.
Eventually,
I
be
wouldn't let 'em.
I bet you can't do 60 feet. And you'd be like, you know what? I think you're right. Fuck off. Eventually, they'll get
I'm just
you.
trying to work over here.
But everyone would be like, man, that man's flawless within like a 50-foot radius, bro. Flawless. I think I'm going to go with the ability to catch anything. Because then, I don't know, that would put myself in, I don't know, I could...
You'd be a catcher.
I still think, catcher, like almost any position in baseball, really.
You could be a goalie
You catch you
in soccer.
Be a goalie in hockey.
Hockey.
Be a goalie in hockey and be the fucking brick wall. Bro.
Yeah.
That is it right there.
He's never been scored on.
catches it with his hand.
Jackson, the brick house.
Oh my gosh.
That would be it right there.
Yeah?
You'd make all the money.
Yeah? Hell yeah.
Think about all the women you'd be able to catch.
They be
you
throwing
go.
that pussy at you, you're catching all of it.
Got it. You know, when you're famous, they just let you.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to go with be able to catch anything.
Respect.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I'm going with catch everything as well, just because I already throughout my normal life love catching stuff, and like when it's about to touch the ground or whatever, and I feel like that scene in Spider-Man 1 where he catches all the stuff on that plate, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I would like to feel like that at all points of my life.
Yeah. You be dropping stuff on purpose just to catch
Right,
it.
I'd be like, look at this, guys, and I just throw stuff, you know?
You tripped away.
Be dropping the baby like on purpose just to like go boom. The last second.
mean-
Be like, amazing.
At that point, you could just throw your baby as high as you want in the air, or any other object. Specifically babies. That's what I'm wanting to throw is babies.
You're juggling chainsaws and babies.
Look at this, we're not even touching in the sky.
Trying to do this, fucking David Blaine.
Yeah.
But you can't do chainsaws and babies at the same time.
You just trip waiters when you're out there. It's, oh, I got all
Yeah,
this
oh, I
stuff
got you. Yeah.
David Blaine watches from like the back and he just huffs out angrily. I'll never beat that.
Probably also have to go with catching everything. I wouldn't really say for sports, but I'd be like a cool, badass bartender. Just like do all the cool tricks and then catch shit. You know? Like,
I would
That'd be cool.
definitely hang out at bars if I had that. And
yeah.
I'd be like,
Be a good party trick.
I can catch anything. Like, you guys got darts?
Or
I'd be like, I want to catch darts. Be like, I bet you cannot pierce me with a single dart.
Better yet,
Like-
anybody got a gun? start shooting at me. Everybody. Yeah.
Making me think of that Jackie Chan quote. He's like, my daddy caught me. I'm not gonna do the voice. I can't do it.
Cool, man.
If I can't do the voice, I won't do it. So
might also
he's
go
like, my
with
daddy
the-
caught a bullet with his bare hand, and he's like, my daddy whip your ass or whatever. Chris Tucker. I'll do Chris Tucker voice.
I might also go with the pinpoint if I went with a pinpoint, I'd be like professional at darts or beer pong
Could
or
be.
shuffleboard.
Yeah. Or you could become like the greatest pitcher,
A shuffleboard, not
but you
shuffleboard,
still
but
be battling the person.
cornhole.
So
Or you could be an assassin.
I could be an assassin. Could be an assassin. Yeah, it works.
do you want to kill people, Ryan? Is that your thing?
Beads of sweat.
I mean, you could literally just walk by people and throw Cheerios in their mouth as you're walking by. It's like,
Whenever they yawn, you just
how fat? So it's your physical ability, right? So it's like okay,
Yeah.
just fling those pennies and stuff.
I think it'd be cool to just, as you're walking by, bounce something off a wall right into someone's mouth.
Watch this.
just have Tic Tacs all the time.
behind the back, you know, that'd be sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, either one is cool.
With the
one. Only be
pinpoint
one.
accuracy, does that actually count with trick shots? Like, say if like the length of what you're throwing is less than 50 feet, but it still ricochets off a bunch of things. Does that still work?
Yeah.
Okay,
All right.
yeah, that's what we're for here.
Bullseye.
Yeah.
I'm still gonna go with being able to catch everything.
All right.
'Cause
So
I can catch
three-
I can catch shurikens.
3 for catching, 1 for throwing. All right. That's fair.
Yep.
All right. Now we're going to talk about what characters we want to play in our Matrix reboot of the first movie.
All right, what characters will we play?
Yeah. Who do
Are we casting ourselves or are we casting each other?
casting ourselves? Who do we want to play? Anybody can go with whoever they want first.
I would like to play Agent Smith.
Dude, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
That would be really
what makes you want to play Smith?
He gets all the best lines.
That's
Can
true.
you taste our stink?
Me too. Yeah.
Me.
Yeah. Mr. Anderson. That's what I'm saying.
All right. So I want to play Link, and here's why. Link is the most underrated character from the Matrix movies. All right. He's there to support everybody inside the Matrix. He's also there to get everybody to safety when they're outside of the Matrix. You know, he's a lifeline to those in need. And he can read what's going on. He can read those numbers, you know. Plus, I like the name Link.
I wonder if that's his real name or if they just call him Link because he is the link. Their link.
The link
to the
between.
outs-
Yeah.
So
That's what I think.
I wonder if that's
Yeah.
his real name.
I'll go with the girl with the red dress.
I bet you would.
Yeah. Nah, for real though. God, man, I mean, Neo's wide open.
He's wide open.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's the chosen one.
He is a chosen.
But so is motherfucking Morpheus, which is why I'm picking Morpheus.
I was gonna go with
Morpheus.
Morpheus, but you got Morpheus, so I'll have to go
Morpheus.
with Neo. I just like Keanu Reeves for one because he's freaking badass. 2, just Neo's cool. I mean, after he figures out he's like the chosen one.
I just want to kickstart a rave. That's all I want to do. Just, Zion!
Also, the fight scenes with Neo and this Mr. Smith, I guess, right? Yeah, and Neo are just really cool as well. I like those. I enjoy it.
I bet I could pick yours.
I said Neo.
Oh, you said Neo? Never mind.
He's like, what are you going to pick?
Trinity.
Hey. Trinity is also a badass. Okay.
Because you want the slick back hair and that tight leather.
Like
Shiny leather at that, too.
It is very shiny leather.
We do call you Leather Daddy.
Yeah.
I do like me leather.
All right, so now we're gonna have Kyle and Jackson. We're gonna shoot the scene where Jackson has been captured and he's covered in that water and he's all sweaty looking.
Oh, we're going to do
And
that?
now Kyle, you're gonna walk around him and start like saying that you taste his stink and all that.
I
And
should be playing
action.
Agent Smith for that because he's the one with the lines. But yeah, I'll play Morpheus. That's his face in that scene, man. He rolls his eyes back. He shows a lot of that. I mean, I don't got that gap in the tooth, but he shows a lot of that.
We just need to put those little sticker things on your
Yeah.
temples. Hell yeah.
Oh no.
I can taste your stink.
There you go. There you go. You did it.
Awesome.
Good.
Oh, man.
It's the smell. God. That is still engraved in my memory. Anytime I smell something funky, I immediately think Agent Smith, it's the smell. I can taste your stink. I gotta get out of here.
Okay, wait a second. Is Link even in the first movie? He's in the second movie, isn't he?
He's technically in all of the movies, but they switch actors.
They do?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's the Don Cheadle and the other guy affecting Iron Man.
Okay. That's what's going on. All right. I'm still Link then.
Yeah.
We're cool.
Which Link are you? You first Link or you second Link?
I'm
Or are you
leaning-
the blacker Link?
I'm leaning second Link.
Yeah, Dread Link.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Wait.
He's got dreads in that, right?
Yeah, but you said something about Iron Man.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
in Iron Man 2.
Who is?
Don Cheadle, the
Wait,
guy.
Don Cheadle's in the Matrix?
No,
No,
Don Cheadle's
no,
in
no.
Iron Man. He was in Iron Man 2, but he replaced, I forget.
Terrence
what's his
Howard?
name. Was that his name? The guy was in the first Iron Man?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like the same thing within the
He's
Matrix.
in the Matrix?
No, he's just saying that,
You
the same
motherfucker.
type of thing happened where one actor got replaced by another actor in the movie.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't think it's the same thing. I don't think he's...
How is it not?
Because it's think about it like a computer. All the stuff in the computer is like a link, hyperlink. They call him Link. So it's just the other guy on the other side of the microphone. I don't think that guy's name is Link.
I think it is because in the second movie they talk about him losing his brother.
You talking about the
first
guy?
movie.
You talking about the guy from
I'm
Lost?
telling you, bro.
That guy from Lost.
Guys, are we going to have to sit here and watch The Matrix?
No, because you're gonna have to watch both of them. Bud. And we ain't got time for that. Evil Dead's tonight, bro.
Yeah.
Evil Dead Rise.
Evil Dead Rise.
We talked about it earlier in a cut. Remember?
Yeah, I remember.
I'm pretty sure we said it was dope. Dope as fuck. Remember that part?
Cool. Well, that was my topics. Did anybody have any other topics that they wanted to bring to the table?
If you're an alien. No, I won't bring that up.
Koala.
I got something. Let's see here. So, you know, like different phenomenons like sleep paralysis or
I know.
The female orgasm. Yeah.
just like stuff like that. You know any like similar things like that?
The Big O.
Some like stuff that happens, but there's not really an explanation for it.
Like spontaneous combustion.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. Which one, like off the top of your head, or do you know that like how many there are? Like how many of different things can you think of?
Like
off the top of your head?
arachnophobia.
Like that's more of a phobia. That's not like a
Or like-
a phenomenon.
Jesus turning water into wine.
I guess, yeah. But there's one that I got. I guess I'll just read off what I have from mine. So you know what phantom vibration syndrome is? It's not like
No.
a syndrome. So
Like vertigo.
Isn't that the ability to like just like automatically feel
it's-
vibrations?
yeah. So it's like the feeling that people experience when they think their phone is vibrating in their like pocket or something.
Okay,
So
yeah.
stuff like that, like people having an issue, like if they lost their like phantom like limb, like when they lose a limb, they can still feel pain, like phantom pain, like kind of like that. Like those are all syndromes.
Metal Gear Solid.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Full Metal Alchemist.
Yeah.
They both had robot arms.
Yeah, that's true. They did. Well, yeah, they had all robot arms. Yeah. Well, one had metal arm. No, not really robot. It's just.
It's mechanical.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah. It was. Yeah, you're right.
What's your favorite phenomenon?
Favorite phenomenon?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if there's really a favorite. Usually they're all
Aurora
bad.
Borealis.
Well, I guess I would consider that one. Yeah.
Connor said mine. So he kind of took the words out of my mouth.
Yeah. I mean,
Bermuda
it's like,
Triangle.
This thing, yeah. Like, there's also a thing like it's not a phenomenon, but like they say like at the center of the equator, there's like the winds are like 1,000 miles an hour or some shit.
That's insane.
So.
That's literally insane.
I was like fucking like watching something like yesterday or something. I was like, what?
So
Like-
no one lives there, right?
No, it's like rats.
These winds are hypersonic.
Like,
That's weird.
1,000 miles an hour.
it was
That's
something
insane.
it was something I was reading. I guess it was. I might have some information messed up. I don't know, but it was like. I guess it might have been. It was more talking along the lines of like the Earth flipping its axis, and then everything like we just stay in a constant. One side of the Earth is just constantly looking at the sun. So like everything's messing up, like all crazy weathers and all this other kinds of crazy shit happening. And like people were saying that might happen. Like I don't know, anytime, but
Oh, the poles flipping. Yeah,
poles
yeah.
flipping, and then like the axis just stays right there, doesn't move, and then it just fixes itself after so long, which is weird. Like that, I guess this is just like a kind of like. I don't know how really that works, but
When the poles flip, do you think we'll be able to jump in that one moment and just hover for a second, like in an elevator?
that'd be weird. Just float. It's like zero gravity for a second.
Yeah.
But I think that's what they were saying. They probably were saying something along the lines of that, like the equator will have like 1,000-mile-an-hour winds, and like storms will be like everywhere on the coast of like every like continent.
So when the poles change, will that wave of 1,000 mile per hour wind, will it wash over the earth in a 360 degree and just go back to
Shear everything off the planet Earth.
just move like one big wave?
I wasn't able to find anything on like I did say that wind speeds are faster like along the equator, but I'm showing here that the highest wind speed ever recorded in the world was in 1996 on Barrow Island, Australia, and it measured to 253 miles per hour.
That's stupid. I like super fast with it.
That's lying to me.
Yeah, no, so I think they were like in regards of the axis flipping. Then like that's what would happen. Like just all kinds of crazy phenomenon happening because of
Of that.
one natural. I don't know.
All the tectonic plates shift at the same time.
I would consider that more of a disaster than anything, because then the shit goes all crazy.
So when the poles flip, do you think people that have metal inside their bodies will all get stuck to the ground?
I'd be weird, dude. It's like all the magnetic pull is just so strong. You just
Yeah,
get
it's like,
slammed.
no, I'm stuck to the ground.
It'd be more likely that get ripped out of your body if it was that powerful.
I don't know, Connor.
But yeah, my other favorite like natural phenomenon would be like a blood moon. I like to see a blood moon.
So there was something recently. I was like riding a motorcycle in the morning. I couldn't get a picture of it, but I was riding from Dunaweg all the way to Joplin, and the moon looked like it was the size of the entirety of Joplin. Like,
Dude, that's dope.
I was like, I stopped for a second and pulled over so I could get a picture of my phone, and then I was too close, so I didn't see it. So like I need to be at like a certain spot to see it, and it was just like the whole moon was enormous.
You tried to drive into it?
No, I was driving towards it, so
Did you try to reach your hand out there and get a piece?
I was like, wow, this is crazy. Like, I don't know. I definitely was not high. I would promise you that, but still.
Were you looking at that moon thinking, I wonder if my mom or dad is looking at that same moon?
No. I mean, there's some like crazy stuff that happens that, I mean, I guess can't really be explained. Mm-hmm. And you just sit there and you think, you're like, well, what is this? What's going on? Like, how does this happen? Or you could like sit there and think for hours or talk about it and really.
We could talk about it for hours.
We could, yeah.
Fortunately, we don't have the time tonight.
But yeah. I don't know. That's all I got.
I also like abductions, man. Like alien abductions specifically.
Yeah, it hasn't happened to me yet, as far as I know.
We mean to tell you, you've got this weird like 3-dot triangle on the back of your neck.
It's on my butt too.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
That's not good.
inside left cheek.
Nice.
Some of that Jackson booty.
It looks like that 3-dot triangle right there.
Mm-hmm. Same size.
Yeah. Oh, really?
All right. Well, is there anything else we should go on? Or should we just go ahead and close it out with Yo Dudes?
It's up to you guys. What do you think?
Let's say y'all.
I don't really got much else to talk about. I mean, we could go to some spoilers on some of the shows that we watched, or
No spoilers.
okay.
The only spoiler we're going to show is the Evil Dead Rise one that we're going to talk about as
Next
soon as
time.
we get done watching it.
Which we've already talked about in the podcast already.
And so what I'm saying is pointless.
It's already been spoiled.
We've already said it.
All right. Let's go ahead and move into Yo Dude. Check this out.
Yo, dude.
Yo, dude. Hey, yo, what's up? Check this out. Yo, dude. All right. Who wants to start it off? Well, I get mine actually pulled up.
Yo, dude, check this out. Airbus unveils futuristic space station concept. So if you just search for that online, you'll see this article about how they've designed this capsule that can go up in these like new rockets or whatever. That it pretty much has everything in it that you would need. It's got like the middle of it is a greenhouse, and then it's got like 3 layers where it's got like a sleeping quarters, a lab, and then it's got a centrifuge to where they can get in like gravity workouts on one of the floors, and it's all in one capsule, and they can send them up in a rocket. It's crazy. So yeah, check it out. Airbus space station. Pretty cool looking.
That is cool. Yo, dude, check this out. So you guys know of the Perseverance rover that's currently on Mars?
Yes.
It has lost its best friend.
The Rock.
Yeah, the rock. It's been carrying around a pretty good sized rock in its wheel for the last 427 days. They say 427 souls or days on Mars. But yeah, it had a pet rock this whole time, and every time they checked it was there. Then they woke up one morning, checked, and it was not there.
Dang.
Lame.
Yep.
Someone took it.
It says it spent 427 souls with us, more than an Earth year, and traveled about 10 kilometers. Yep. since
Wow.
since Soul 341. Yeah,
That Rock's never going to see his Rock family again.
right. Just kept going.
He wanted out.
But I thought it was it was a story of friendship, loss, tragedy, stuff like that.
Went to go get some milk and never came back.
Exactly. Right.
All right. Here's mine. Yo, dude, check this out. The earliest citations of motherfucker came from the Texas Court of Appeals account in the 1889 trial of Levy v. State, where witnesses describe a defendant being called a goddamned motherfucking bastardly son of a bitch. So that's the first record of motherfucker being on record.
Sweet.
I do not have one.
It's okay, Ryan. Just you being here is good enough.
Tell us about your sponsor.
No, my sponsor. Well, it's not. I don't want to say it's really a sponsor, but they gave me free stuff, so maybe it is. Who knows? Savage Jerky.
Savage jerky?
You like
Jerky.
it?
Yeah, this is great. I
Wow.
got all kinds of different flavors. There's like 14 to 15 different flavors. Yeah.
Nice.
Tell us about that ghost pepper flavor, Jack.
No, it's
No,
Reaper.
I got the
You
Reaper.
Tell us about that Reaper flavor, Jack.
Oh, it was hot. It was really hot. It wasn't the bomb hot. Good God. I hope nothing I encounter is ever the bomb hot again.
But it doesn't
That was
taste like the
miserable.
bomb. It tastes better.
No, it tastes good. This actually has good flavors.
The bomb tastes like butt.
Savage jerky. Hit us up with some of your fresh jerky. I'd like to try more of it out.
Yeah.
And I love spice. Spice. Spice Girls album Spice.
Right. Spice up your life.
Yeah. Enter a spice world. Yeah. Is that all the yo dudes? We do them all?
That's
Yep,
it, man.
that's it.
All right. We did it. That's another episode down. What episode is this?
This has been episode 83 of Crashing with Friends.
83 coming at you, boy.
Man,
Yeah.
we got 17 more to go.
Yeah.
17 more to go before we hit triple digits.
Then we're done.
And then we're going to have a shit ton more to go before we hit quadruple digits.
We might hit that. Yeah. Someday. All right. Well, you guys got any words of wisdom real quick? Nope. All right. Thank you for watching episode 83 of Crashing with Friends. Ryan, thank you for being
Thank
here.
you.
We love you, man.
Love you.
Happy birthday once again.
Yes. Thank you.
You're welcome, dude.
Yep.
That
Eat
beard.
some cake.
That beard's real nice.
Thank you. Put some oils in it just for you.
Really, it's nice and
It
shiny.
is very
Did you like the clown I got you?
Yeah, we.
Yeah. He's supposed to pop out of your closet this morning, did he not?
Nope.
Not yet.
He joked around about fucking your wife, and I was like, oh no.
Oh no.
All right. We'll see you guys all next week. Bye.
Bye.
Crashing with Friends
Podcast.